All right, guys, let me go through today just to show you how you can set a floor price, set, a percentage over market, set lowest listing, just like use formulas with Excel to update your pricing on TCG Player without a pro seller account. This is the way I do it. I use formulas at the moment that the mass pricing tool doesn't even support. So, yeah, this could be handy for you. So, this is the formula we're going to look at today. It's a lot. I'll break it down, make it a little bit easier. See if we can zoom in on that, make it bigger. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to set our price to where it's the max of 3 different things. And it'll just say whatever the highest. So we have this formula that is max, and this is just an Excel formula. So we're going to take the max of this first one, which is, hey, if there is no market value, make it 0 because empty values could cause problems. So that's what this if is. And then I2 is the column for where the price for market starts, and then we'll do a multiple. We'll just multiply it by our markup. So let's say today we want to list things 10% over market. We're just going to put 1.1 because we're going to multiply our market price times 1.1, which will put it 10% over market. And then the second one is for TCG shipping, TCG low and TCG low with shipping. So basically this little formula right here, if K2 is greater than $4.99 plus 127, that is actually just a way to tell, hey, is this price need to include the $1.27 shipping when I'm figuring out what is the actual lowest price, lowest listing. And basically, if it's over $4.99 plus 127, then you know that TCG shipping, automatic shipping, does price that applies to any order under $5 doesn't apply to it. So it'll just use the price with shipping minus 1 cent. So that way, if there's a listing, let's say is $100 plus $5 shipping, you can come in with free shipping at $100 and $104.99 basically. So just 1 penny less than that, but you'll include whatever shipping they're charging. And then the second one is just, hey, if it is a lower price item, then just go off of the price without shipping, since TCG Player won't include it to get you the lowest listing, and you'll still get that $1.27 when you actually. And then the third item is floor price. So like, how low do we want to list things? So for the demo today, let's just say we want to do a 15-cent floor price. So we'll just put 0.15 in there. So that's basically our formula. Now let's go through and show you how to apply it. You can add things to this. So like if you wanted to get, if you wanted to add any other items to the max formula, you can just continue to add whatever items you want. If you only want one of these things to happen, let's say you don't want to go off TCG low at all. If it's, you want to use market, even if the listings are higher, you can just remove that. If you don't want a floor price, you can just remove the floor price one. No big deal. You can customize this however you want. So, all right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the pricing tab on TCG Player. And what we want to do is export from live. And this is going to give you your entire inventory, everything you've ever listed. Now, a couple caveats. This will have a lot of things you don't currently have in stock. So anything you ever sold in the past. But that's okay. You can still update the prices there, and it won't really affect anything. Just the next time you list that item, you'll have a semi-updated. So what I do is I open this page in Excel. I hit that export from live, it downloaded, and I just opened it up in Excel. So I went a little quick with that. Apologize. And basically, the only thing you have to do to like update your entire inventory is copy this formula, Control C. Or right click, copy, whatever you like to do. And then you want to double click in this cell, delete what's there, and then just paste. Once that's pasted in, press enter, and you should see the price update. So once that's updated, you can just see this little square here, double click it, and that will update your entire inventory, everything that you've ever sold to your new formula. So you can see here, some of the prices, they're not exactly like to the cent. You don't have to worry about that. TCGplayer will round it for you. So you can leave this with, 3 decimal places, 4 decimal places, whatever the formula comes out to. So that's not anything to be concerned about. And let's just spot check some of these. So this is Lorcana stuff since I've sold that in the past. So that shows up first, but I mean, it's the same for Pokemon or whatever. So the lowest, market price here is 15 or 16 cents. Okay, it's going to go 17 cents, but 13 cents here will be 15. So it's floor pricing a lot of this. 12 cent, it's going to floor price it. Let's see if we can find anything super cheap. It's 20 cents. But anyway, it looks like it's working. 12 cents is 15 cents. So I don't see anything under, and let's just apply a filter here, and I can see, look, 15 cent, which was our floor price that we set. That is the lowest price on here. There's nothing selectable under that. So you can tell that that's worked. You can tell that we're a little bit above market on everything. So we got that 10% markup going on. And then I don't know if we can find maybe something where the lowest, let's look at the expensive stuff on here. Sometimes that's where the lowest listing benefits come into place. So let's select some of these expensive items and let's see if we got something with a hit that's above market and is based on a TCG level. So you can see here, there is no market price for this. So this is going to, do 1 cent below that cost is what we were looking for. See, so this is going to be the lowest listing. It's at $800.98. We're going to do it listed for $800.97. And then stuff where there is a market price for, which this is kind of interesting, that the market price here is $16.98, but the lowest listing is $956. So you could tell that this is why sometimes you might want to go with the lowest listing because something's not right there. So if you listed that at $16.98, you might, be losing out on a lot of money if this is the lowest listing. So you can see now we're gonna, not list it at market. And we're gonna list it, at a price well above that. To go just for low. And then the same thing applies for some of these, like this Charizard, like the market's $597, $525, but the listings are way higher right now. So if someone really wants that card, they're gonna, pay that premium. So that's why we'll list above it. So you can spot check that all you want. Make sure everything looks good. And then you just want to, hit, save. You can hit up here. You can hit Control S, and that's step one. You've got your formula. You got your prices updated. Now, quickly, what I'm going to do is actually, I'll do this in real time, but I'm going to use my formula, which is a little bit different and a little bit more advanced. That way, I can actually apply this. I don't want to apply the formula that I just used, but you apply your formula however you make it, and then like I said, just go here, update it, double click, and your formula is applied. Control S or save. And then you just go back to the TCG pricing tab, hit import to staged, choose your file, and then you should have, I have my downloads sorted by date modified. So anything I recently changed will be up at the top. That makes it so when as soon as I save it, it's going to be this first item always. But depending on how you have your setup here, you might have to go find the pricing, or you might want to rename it to something that you can find. But I'll just click that. I'll hit continue, and you'll see it's going to process all those records, update all those prices. Now, one thing that will happen, if you have listings with photos, they do not have market prices. They don't have any of those. They don't have low prices. So what will happen is those prices will be zero. But that's a good thing because those have to be manually updated anyway. So just because you put it at zero, it won't actually update any price in the system. It'll just have a validation error. So I have 57 products with photos listed. And all you want to do is just change this box to ignore all errors and submit valid changes, and it'll just not do anything with your photos with listings with photos. So you just do that, hit continue, and it'll go through, update all your prices. So I have 17,000 product prices, and then I'll just hit, if you want to look at it again and make sure everything looks good, you can hit view stage inventory. But what I'll do is just hit move to live and then confirm move to live, and then it'll go through and it will update everything in my live inventory to what I want it to be based on my formula. And you can spot check those updates you want. There's everything I'm updating. And then once you're done, hit close. That's it. You'll be automatically transferred to staged here, regardless of if you actually put it in your staged inventory or just moved it to live. So always come up here and hit live. Otherwise, you won't see any of your inventory. You'll be wondering what the heck just happened. But that's it. So again, this is the formula that we used. What I'll do here is I'll paste this into the video or send it to you guys directly. But basically, you just want to put your floor price here and whatever markup you want here. And then if you want to take a look at my formula, just to kind of show you what I'm using, I actually have a more advanced formula here where it does change based on what the product that I'm selling. So for Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana, Sorcery, I don't actually I just list it at market because I don't have a lot of inventory there, so it doesn't sell very, very, very quickly. And if I list it above market, it probably won't sell at all. So I just do either lowest listing or market price there. But then for Pokemon and Pokemon Japan, I have the formulas where it's pretty similar. I have the max, but I'm using an actual, instead of a markup based on just a percentage like 10% over market, I have a formula that takes the market price, and depending on how pricey it is, it sets a market value. So lower value cards have a higher markup, and then higher value cards have a lower markup. So I'm still kind of experimenting with that, but it seems to be working well. But yeah, so that's really what I'm using. You can use this simple formula. You can make changes to it. I'm curious with what you guys can come up with. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, and I hope it helps you. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.